Hey, I'm Ed. Today I'm going to show you how to test the water valve on a Frigidaire refrigerator ice maker that's not filling with water. Before we get started, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you can get notified when we post new videos. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll need a 1/4-inch nut driver, a flat-blade screwdriver, and a multimeter. And please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your refrigerator by unplugging it or switching the breaker off, as well as turning off its water supply before doing any work on it. One of the most common reasons an ice maker isn't making ice would be a lack of water. This might happen if the fill tube is frozen or if the water valve has failed. You'll want to check the fill tube to make sure it's not frozen. It's located in the back of the freezer, and if it is frozen, then the water valve is most likely allowing a trickle of water in, which will freeze. The other thing would be if the valve has completely failed. Let's find out how to determine if the solenoid on the valve is bad. To access the water valve, you need to pull the refrigerator out from the wall, then remove the lower access panel by taking out the 1/4-inch screws. After that, remove the access panel. Once the rear access panel is off, you'll see the water valve on the right side of the machine compartment. We need to remove the 2 1/4-inch screws that hold the water valve in place. Once that's done, we can slide the valve out from the refrigerator. After the water valve has been pulled out, you can test the voltage going to the water valve. The water valve should receive 120 volts AC when the ice maker cycles and calls for water. To check the voltage, the fridge needs to be plugged in and turned on. The ice maker needs to be turned on as well. Please take extreme care when checking live voltage so you can protect yourself from electrical shock, which has the potential to cause serious injuries. Please don't ever test live voltage if you're uncomfortable using a multimeter. First, you'll need to get the ice maker to cycle. To do this, open the freezer door and remove the ice bin. Then remove the cover over the front of the ice maker. On the face of the ice maker, there will be a large gear and a small gear to the upper left side of it. The small gear will have a slot in the middle of it. You need to use the flat blade screwdriver to rotate it counterclockwise about a 1/4 of a turn to put the ice maker into a cycle. Set your multimeter to volts AC, which looks like a V with a squiggly line, then touch the meter leads to the yellow and light blue wire on the water valve. Once the ice maker fingers get to around the 8 o'clock position, the ice maker should be sending 120 volts AC to the water valve. If you don't see 120 volts AC on your multimeter, then you need to check the ice maker. Before you put the water valve back, be sure to unplug the refrigerator. Once you're done testing, slide the water valve back into place. Then secure it with the 2 1/4-inch screws. Then put the rear cover on with the 4 1/4-inch screws. Then replace the cover on the front of the ice maker. Once you reinstall the ice bin, you're done. Don't forget to plug your fridge back in or flip the circuit breaker back on, as well as turning the water back on. If your water valve tested good, you can check out our other troubleshooting guides to find out why your refrigerator ice maker isn't filling with water. We've got thousands of videos to help you with diagnosing and making repairs. If your water valve tested bad, you can order a replacement at AppliancePartsPros.com so you can fix it yourself. We want to hear from you. Drop a comment below to let us know how the testing and repair process went. And if you haven't already, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.